Alright, welcome back everyone. So I'm actually I'm doing a tire cleanup today, but I actually just sprayed some iron remover on the tire. So I actually have some McGuire's D1801 in a Carpro Iron X bottle. I just recycled the bottle. Again, just letting that dwell in there for a little bit while I clean the tires. Now when it comes to cleaning tires, because I'm going to be using the Adams Graphene Tire Dressing today instead of the Obsessed Garage one. Real simple to strip it off. All I have is some diluted all-purpose cleaner here. This is McGuire's D103. You don't have to go heavy with your cleaning. You don't always need your heaviest cleaning tire cleaner. And so I'll just use this. And the tire is dry. This will get the most cleaning before it gets wet. And so I think I have this mixed at 10-to-1. I forget what it was mixed at. Let me just rinse this brush out here. So I'm gonna go over it with one more pass. So I'll just spray a little bit more all-purpose cleaner. Like I said, you don't need to use the heaviest cleaning tire product all the time. And so I usually just use all-purpose cleaner to kind of just clean the tires. And you can see it's got the black gunk down there coming off the tires. Usually when I do my weekly tire cleaning cleaning method, I will go ahead and just use soap, go over it, and then top the tire dressing again. It works just fine. You're not going to get any browning. You may lose a little bit of durability, but again, it's not a big deal. Just go ahead and reapply your tire dressing every so often and just kind of keep topping it up. The only time I really use a deep cleaner is if like the tires are really dirty and they haven't been cleaned like in months. Other than that, I just use typical all-purpose cleaner to do that. So let me just go ahead and finish cleaning these wheels and tires, wash the car, and then hopefully there's still enough daylight where I can show you the application of the Adams Graphene Tire Dressing, because that's what the video is really about. So let me just get to it and knock this out. Okay, so for this one I'm sitting on the floor here, but once I'm done washing the wheels and tires, I'll actually come back with whatever spray product I'm using. Right now I'm using the Glassparity Silica Waterless Wash because I was cleaning the door jambs. Those are a bit dirty. This works okay. This is like their version of CS3. This is like the first version because this one's a bit streaky, but it works pretty decent as a topper. So I'll just come back and wipe the wheels just to make sure that they're really clean, make sure I got no water spots. I mean, I blew the wheels off with the dryer, but sometimes like in the inside I got a little bit of dirt because it dripped off the rotor, and my hands are small enough to where I can fit them inside the wheel. So I'll just usually just drag the towel and push it around. Let that do the work for you. I'm not sitting perfectly center, but I can reach. And so I'll just do that. I don't even bother mopping that up in there in terms of like buffing it off or anything. So I'll just come back and buff off the outside. And again, you'll feel the slickness of whatever product you're using. Okay, so that's pretty dry. And then when it comes to the tire application, I'm going to go ahead and use the Adams Graphene Tire Dressing. This is the reason I wanted to show you this product here. So this is a Tough Shine tire applicator. It's used for coatings, but it works really good for tire dressings. So I'll just put a couple lines of product in there. Then I'll just use the foam. This is really good because this foam is not, it's a bit stiff, but it works really good. Like I said, it works good with tire coatings, but it works really good with water-based tire dressings. The reason I got black is because I hit the outer tread on some of the other tires. But again, that's all you're really doing here. Oop, don't do that. It slipped out of my hand. Good thing I had this on here. I'll just wipe this off with the towel I just had. And you're probably asking, why are you wearing gloves? Well, the reason I'm wearing gloves is because I don't want to get this tire dressing all over my my fingers. And so I don't know if you can tell the darkening effect it has on here. It's a little difficult because I'm in the sun. So I'll just throw a couple more lines of product in here. And whatever product you're using, just work it into the rubber. You're going to be pushing the product in, let it sit for a little bit. I'll come and show you what it looks like after it's been sitting for a little bit. I'll have to move the car back a little bit to get the bottom of it. But that's really it. Like I said, I like these because I can push the product in like that. Come back, mop up any mess you made. And so we'll let that sit for, what does this thing say on here? 10 to 15 minutes. So let it sit for about 5 minutes or so, because my dad's gonna move it in a little bit. And so that's why I had some tire dressing on my fingers. That's why it slipped off my hand. But I'll move the car back a little bit, get the bottom, and kind of touch up any areas that you may have missed, like I missed this piece here. And that's it. So it's already starting to dry and being absorbed into the rubber. Now if you leave it like this, it'll look glossy. Wow, my hands are really slippery. If you leave it like this, it'll look it'll stay somewhat glossy. You can put a second layer if you want, but it dries to the touch with no sling. I'll come back and wipe it down because I don't want to get sling right away. But overall it looks good, so I'll come back and show you what it looks like once I buff it down a little bit and level it down. Okay, so it's been sitting here for a few minutes. Let's grab a beat up towel. This is just a beat up towel that I have. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna level it out a little bit. So you're not taking it off, you're just leveling out the tire dressing to make it look even. And I can see spots that I missed. Actually, that's old black velvet tire sealant. I'm surprised it's still on there. I was wondering what that was. That stuff is not good, guys. I didn't really like the black velvet tire sealant. I thought it was starts to flake off. So that's it for the tire dressing for the Adams. I'll kind of back up a little bit. You can actually see what it looks like. So it looks pretty good right now. The sun's just kind of beaming on it, but it looks really matte. It's dry to the touch at this point. Real nice product, and it's pretty durable. I mean, in typical water-based tire dressing, this has graphene oxide in it to kind of just help it last longer. This is their longest lasting tire dressing, not their tire coating. We're excluding that one, but again, this looks good. I like using it. It smells good, and it holds up pretty well. So I heard that there's going to be another version, a formula tweak to it. I don't know what the tweaks are going to be. I'm pretty sure they're going to change the color to match their graphene lineup with that dark gray. But again, stay tuned for that one. Once it comes out, I'll play around with it. I'll use up what I have first. But overall, real good tire dressing. If you guys have any comments or questions on this one, go ahead and post down below.